Alright, so today I will be coaching a Gold 2 E West Akshan. Um, so starting off with your OP.GG, we're gonna look strictly at Akshan because you wanna like get really good on this champion, right? Not like support.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mid is usually my main lane.
awesome. Just gonna look over a couple things. First and foremost, seems like you like on hits. Have you tried crit or you're just
Now basically just on it, I guess.
only on hit? Sure, that's fine.
I just usually go cracking into Bork, if you know what I mean. That's
Yep.
usually the main standard, I guess.
Yep. Um, just a couple things I can tell. Obviously, like when we get into a game, I'll be able to tell more. But for just glaring at your OP.GG, you do average a lot of deaths, right? So
Yeah.
like, there's like not even a single game where I believe you have over less than 4, other than this one 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
I kind
something
of die
to
a lot, I guess.
yeah. So we're gonna go into the game and kind of figure out why. I'm also gonna do a notepad. I normally don't take notes. I normally let my coaching clients take notes, but I'm gonna try this and see how this feels. Where I'll just
Yeah,
take notes
well,
for you. If I
no
say
problem.
something that you think is important, because you know yourself better than I do just from watching one game. So if I say
Mhm.
something and I don't write it down, you want me to write it down, you can let me know, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. So let's get started. All right, so without even beginning, how do you play Akshan? What do you see this champion as? Just so I know.
Uh, I find this strength in the E, you know, the hook.
Yeah.
Like if you are good with the E, you like uh, get a lot from action itself, you know. So I feel a lot of his strength is in his E,
Yes.
hitting
Okay.
that.
All right. Um, how do you identify Akshan as a champion? What would you consider Akshan as a champion?
Uh, I don't know, to be honest. He's like a roaming champ, I guess. A
Okay.
strong roaming champ.
Yeah. So the reason why I ask this is because Akshan can be, um, a multitude of things. He can be a strong roamer. He can be strong lane bully. He can be, both at the same time. The reason why I ask you is I want to see if it lines up with how you're playing Akshan, and if
Yeah.
there's like any holes, right? If you said like Akshan's like a late game scaler hoping to reach late game, then you're you're
Mm.
you're in for some trouble. So
Yeah, I like usually I play I buy call most of my games
okay,
because I think, or I like to think that when I play like safe and try to harass my opponent so they can't leave the lane, like I'm usually benefit a lot from it late, but
yeah,
I don't know.
that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna go into too much of like starting items and setup. At the end of the day, that's just your preference, and Akshan is very flexible in that. Um, my personal suggestion would be to go ignite every single game in your elo, especially just because you can abuse a lot of like players and just climb more consistently that way.
Yeah.
Um, because you will lose out on quite a bit of kills with TP, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's just whatever you prefer.
So it isn't that big of a game changer, the TP and ignite, or
Um, I think it is a game changer because you can snowball with Ignite significantly better, and the value you get from TP isn't that much, especially in this elo, where I assume you're just going to take bad TPs, right?
yeah,
You're
okay,
going to
yeah,
take
okay,
TPs that are very low value, whereas Ignite is just more brain dead to use. You go in, you press Ignite, they lose HP, they either die or, like have to force reset, stuff like that. So
Mhm.
that's of my opinion, though. If you've just gotten completely used to teleport and don't want to swap, that's fine as well, right?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Immediately noticing you are playing way too safe.
Wait, what?
You are playing way too safe. So first and foremost,
Okay.
um, first thing I'll write, Q versus E starts. Generally speaking, if you're into a control mage that cannot stop your swing at all, you always want to start E. 99% of
Okay.
the time.
Okay.
Because what can happen here? Now, obviously, this game's a little bit weird because Gwen randomly chooses to walk all the
Yeah.
way here. So you have to like wait a little bit, but what you can do You can walk up, right? You can auto him once. That way your E goes full swing, and then you just swing here, right? You swing all the way.
Okay,
You
yeah.
stop somewhere here so you don't take tower aggro, and he loses about 50% of his HP.
Yeah.
And this works into every single control mage matchup. Good dodge. Okay.
I usually start off all my laning phases with Q because I find it strong, like wave clearing and stuff, you know. Stuff and trading HP like that, you know.
Yep. Do you know about the EQ combo?
Not really. Is it swing at him and just Q him?
Yes. So when you hit level 2, which happens right here, like this is a really good trade, right? Really good.
Yeah.
And then right now, you're level 2 to his level 1, right? So you don't have to go in here, but the moment he walks too close, like here, you should be standing here. You should never like walk wherever the hell you're going. You should always be, you know, capable of threatening with E, because your
Okay.
E is your biggest ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
So walking here kind of fucks you to punish his position. He cannot be allowed here because you're level 2 and he's level 1, right?
Okay, yeah.
So you should be standing right here. Even if he hits you with his Q, him positioning here, you have to punish. So the EQ combo, right? When he
Swing.
walks this close, you E here, and you're not even going for the E to land. You just E here, you hop off, and then you Q auto, right?
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah. Then it will
he'd be
like
roughly this HP, right?
I see, I see.
So
So like utilize the E early in the game and abusing to level 2.
yeah, abusing level 2. This is like a very basic mid lane concept. And it happens top lane as well. There's a reason why people push for level 2 first. It gives you an enormous power spike, and it allows you to actually go for that play. So
Yeah.
immediately in this lane matchup, he should be literally low HP and potting up. But you're giving him too much wiggle room. Now this is all fine. I would ward deeper, right? You're not going to lose anything because the wave bounced.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, after this, just ward deeper. You don't even have to go too deep if you're too lazy, but even here it gives you just a lot more information. If you
Okay.
want the most perfect word, it would just be here. That way you know exactly when their jungler comes here and clears it, right?
I heard that it's called like the fake award or something. Isn't that right?
I don't know if it's
Or
called the
am I?
fake word. I mean,
Okay.
a lot of people do
Because
this word though, yeah.
yeah, because
But
I saw a YouTube video where he puts it there at like 110.
yeah,
Because
you can do it before a game, or like in this instance, right? You
Mm.
can do it now as well, right? You can just take small time to walk in here. If the camp's already gone, it gives you information. If the
Okay.
camp is gone here, you know that he's pathing top to bot, right?
And then that helps
Yeah.
the others too, right?
But if the camp
Okay.
is up, you just placing a ward here, it does two things for you. It tells you one when he's camping, right? When he's completing the camp, which is good information for your team. And then two, it tells you where he's going after. So
Okay.
if you see him walking towards here, you can immediately assume he is either going to gank mid, gank top, or invade. You know his options, right?
Yep.
But if he's
That's-
walking here, you know he's just going to keep farming. So it gives you
Mhm.
critical information. League is an information game, so whereas this
Yeah.
word gives you nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of brainless shoving going on. You should always be playing with a purpose, and when you're, I know you said Akshan as like a roaming champion, but I'm not necessarily trying to teach you how to lane bully with Akshan, but this is just a part of Akshan's kit as well, right? He has a strong laning phase. So you doing something like this is giving Xerath a free laning phase and majority of the time, right?
Okay.
What could you have done here to this wave?
I'm not sure to be honest. Actually, maybe try to Q when the minions were close to him. I don't know.
No. This wave is coming to you,
Yeah.
right? It's technically going neutral, but what you can do, and this is very advanced, so I don't expect you to master it, but even then, even if you don't do it perfectly, understanding the concept is very important. You can actually just walk up here, wait for them to touch you, and then walk backwards. What does that do?
It pulls the waves close to your turret, right?
It makes it
Or-
so if you stand here, right, and the minions all group up and hit you a little bit, and then your minions meet here, right? This
Yeah.
makes it so the wave is here, and do you know anything about wave management for when waves are here?
No, not really.
Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. This, when the wave is here, basically, okay, so let me explain this. This is
Yeah.
neutral, right? Waves will
Mhm.
always meet in the middle. When
True.
the wave is a little bit here and it's an even state, so what do I mean by even? I mean 6 versus 6. Or in this case, since it's a cannon wave, 7 versus 7. When a
Yeah.
wave is like here and it meets here, it will always come back to you, no matter what. That is a universal rule. Same applies here.
Okay.
If it's your
Okay.
side and it's an even wave state and it's here, it would always push back to the enemy team. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So the reason why this is important is because let's imagine you just sit here, you wait like 2 seconds for the wave to just sit and yours to meet. This makes it so the wave comes back to you, and what does that do for Akshan?
Very easy to swing at Zerat.
Very, very easy to swing. This is a perfect swinging position. Imagine this is the enemy, right? Imagine instead of this being you, this is the enemy Xerath, and this is you. And the wave was right here, because it's going to come here, right?
Yeah. Can swing at the stone and stuff like that.
Look at all the swing positions. Every single swing
Yeah.
position, right? Whereas,
Yeah.
and this is like the biggest thing about Akshan. It's like understanding where is the best swinging positions, right? If you swing here and the wave's like somewhere like here and the enemy's here, you're never really going to do damage to him. And you never have kill potential on him.
Okay.
Whereas,
So like utilize the bullying instead of maybe potential roaming, if you know what I mean. Because like I think that's maybe the problem with my mindset with Akshan. Like I try to hard show waves into his turret and then look for a roam if you know when I maybe can like utilize my E early game.
and that goes back to what I was saying earlier. How do you identify Akshan? You said as a roamer, and that's fine.
Yeah.
That's not wrong, right? Two things can be true at once. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Does a level 2, level 3 Akshan have insane roams?
Not really, because you will well you mostly like upgrade your Q and E first, you know.
Yes,
So
exactly, right? Like no champion in the mid lane will be happy to roam level 3, level 4. That's just how mid lane works at every single elo, right? Now, does that mean they don't go into skirmishes with jungle? No. If there's like a fight for dragon or a fight for scuttle, you're happy to go there. But to fully commit for roams and shit, when you're level like especially 2, 3,
yeah,
it's super risky and you lose so much tempo. So it's never worth, right?
yeah.
So I want you to like kind of understand how to play early game and
Wave management maybe? I don't know.
yeah, I can write wave management, but wave management is like a massive thing to talk about. So
Yeah, true.
just understand like where waves should be based on matchup. Alright? So into every single control mage, you do what I said. You hold the wave here, you let the wave come back, the wave's gonna come back, you hold the wave here, and you have so many good E angles and so many kill potential, right?
Yeah.
You always want to play with a purpose, and that Q literally does nothing other than secure U shove, which does nothing early game.
Agree.
Cause yeah, you're just pushing for fun right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Since the wave is here, now you can actually push this one because reminder what I said. When the wave is in like this state, it's gonna come back to you. Or I mean, technically, I lied. Because there's 3 minions, it's actually frozen, so you want to break this. Okay,
I think like the way the back thought of me pushing waves is like I think I can like bully them, if you know what I mean, like poke them, try to poke them at least with my auto. Because if he like try to poke me back, he will lose minions, and yeah, I think that's just how I think of the playing Akshan early, but
I think
it might be wrong. That's all I'm saying.
it's not like fully wrong. If you're into a melee matchup, yes, you're 100% right. If you're into a melee matchup and there's a, let's say this was your minion line, right, with like 6 minions here, they're melee, so they have to walk up to hit it, and then you can harass them. But how the hell are you gonna do it into a ranged person, right?
Yeah.
Because if you even try and you fuck up, you're gonna take tower shots and you're just gonna slowly die. So it's never worth. And to all range matchups, ideally you want the wave always to be at your side, right? That is your highest kill pressure, and if you're saying poke, you can even poke better here, you can even all in better here, you're even safer here from jungle ganks, and they're not as safe. Because all range champs lack mobility majority of the time in the mid lane, right? Xerath has 0 mobility. So it's just a free gank for Fiddlesticks wherever he comes, right? So just kind of think about like that. Think about not necessarily, you don't need to go too advanced into wave management just because you're in like lower MMR and there's more important thing to focus on, but understand where you want the wave to be. And generally for Akshan, this is the sweet spot. Okay.
And I see.
Like for example, the wave is coming to you now, and this is really good. You can harass a lot better here. You don't need to walk all the way to Narnia when Xerath throws her Q. Okay. And yeah, I mean, that's a perfectly fine trade, right? You can't do that if the wave is here.
True. So that's like more of what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And another wave management thing, over here, you just freeze. Do you know how to set up a freeze or no?
No.
Okay, so for freezing, it's just 3 minions. Generally 3. If you have 4, it's more guaranteed. You just walk here. All the minions are going to come to you, right? And then you wait for the next wave to come here. Let's pretend this is the next wave. The wave comes here, and then you can drop aggro.
Okay.
So what does that do? That is a freeze, where it basically makes it so you know how normally I said if the wave is if there's even minions like 6 versus 6 and the wave's here, then it'll come here, right? But what happens when there's 6 versus 10, it maintains here. It will always stay here. That's why it's called a freeze. You can't move it, right?
Doesn't like need to be 10 exact or
9, 10 generally works.
Okay.
It depends on how healthy they are, but like I said, I don't want to get too advanced. I just want you to understand like the basic concepts, and that way you know exactly what to do. And even if you fail it, that's fine, right? As long as you're practicing it, that's what matters.
Yep.
So, yep, I assume you would just let it die here. But in this instance, you want to freeze. The reason being as to why you want to freeze, he has no TP, right?
Yeah.
So what is his option when he has no HP, no mana, and he has to back?
What his options are?
Well, okay, so like, yeah. I mean, what are his options when he has low resources? Let me just ask that.
Well, he's obviously going to die if he like tries to play aggro or like show the way in, because
he has 2 options here. A, he tries to break this freeze, which will never ever work unless his jungler's here, and then option 2, he has to back. Both are losing. Because if you pull a freeze here, so the reason why you want to freeze, yes, it keeps the wave here, but there's also a second reason. You lose all your minions. The enemy will lose all 6 minions here, right? So when the wave is frozen here, and you know your minions are fighting their minions 10 versus 6. Obviously 10 will outnumber 6. So all you have to do here, by the way, is just last hit. You don't touch the wave, you don't hit it, you just last hit. When the minion gets 1 HP, you auto it once. That's it. That's how
Okay.
you freeze. And then
Okay.
slowly, this will go down to 9, this will go down to like 5. It keeps going down, blah, blah, blah. It keeps going down. And then eventually, there's going to be 3 to 4 more minions here. And you do the same thing. Next wave will come. Same thing. Repeat. It's a cycle. That's why it's freeze, right?
But like, isn't it hard to freeze against a Serat in this example because he has his Q, which is like pretty long range, and his W?
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, he's so low HP, he can't stay. Because what happens when he's staying and you have your E back? He's dead,
Okay, yeah,
right?
fine.
The wave's here.
Yeah.
He's dead. Now,
Okay, yeah.
to answer your question, yes, it's not the easiest to freeze against Aerith, but it's not like insanely hard either. Because what happens when he comes back to lane full HP and shit, and the wave's still here, he's using Q on the wave and he's using W on the wave. You can go in. You chunk him
Yeah.
again, right?
I see.
Putting the wave at this spot is very, very uncomfortable for all control mages, every single one. Because it puts them in danger, it makes it so they have to use spells on the wave, and as Akshan, you love this, because the moment they use a spell on the wave, you go in, you win the trade every single time.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, just nice to know.
I'll write this, and if you don't understand how to freeze, I recommend just, you know, like, whenever I write this and you just, like, either forget, or, I mean, you are recording, so you can just rewatch it, but
Yeah.
there's a bunch of videos online, and then you can also watch me play Akshan, and I'll like, freeze into control mages, stuff like that, but
Nice to know.
yeah. So what do you want to do here?
I guess what right now? Like in
Yeah,
this?
in this exact moment, given your information that you know.
Well, he backed, I guess.
Yes.
Maybe walk up to the try to freeze the wave. I don't know.
No.
Or wait,
No.
okay.
Because
I'm not sure. I'm
the
kind of
wave-
stressed now.
No, you're good. You're good. What you do here, you got the first part right. He most likely backed, right?
Yeah.
He most likely backed. We can kind of see the timer. Let's watch from your point of view. Right? He's not showing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's not showing here. He most likely backed.
Yeah.
Instantly in your mind, and this all goes back to wave management, which is why, like, writing this, it's like, it's such a large topic to talk about. Like, it's kind of hard for you to fully understand, but instantly, wave management here, you hard shove this into a reset. Why?
Because I'm alone mana and I have my TP up, I guess, or something. Not quite sure.
I mean, those aren't technically wrong, but it's not like the answer I'm looking for. You want to match gold. Does that
Okay,
make sense?
okay, yeah, like items. And
He
stuff,
just got a
yeah.
reset. Whenever an enemy gets a reset off, you want to ask yourself, when can I get the next reset? Because every single minute, every single second that they're on the lane, and you're still on the lane with, you know, them having a free reset, you're last on items, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now, granted, in this case, I don't think he buys much. Buys like an Amtome, so it doesn't fully matter, but your objective is to hard shove this. Wave comes here, he misses a couple minions, and then you reset, and then you're on even footing. If not, you're on stronger footing because you have more gold.
Well, I'm looking at it now and you're saying this, I kind of realizing I try to freeze when I'm not supposed to freeze.
Yeah.
And hard throwing when I'm supposed to freeze.
Yeah, I mean, this will just never freeze.
Yeah.
So the game plan still sticks. You should be hard shoving this. Okay, there we go. View. Doesn't matter how much poke he hits. You just want to hit the wave. I'm hoping after you hit this, you reset. Yep, just hit it. Hit it. Nice. Please reset. Okay. Why is this bad?
I just wasted a lot of time for nothing, basically.
Yes.
Didn't.
When you're playing Akshan to roam, how in the hell are you going to kill this? When your bat just reset. Right?
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way at all. Now, if you're making an argument to kill Nocturne, I mean, you
No,
don't
no,
have it.
I'm not.
Okay, so yeah, then perfect. So at least you can recognize that, right? There's
Yeah,
just no reason. You want to roam with intention, play with intention. Always be thinking about what you going for a play, what will it achieve? Right now, as early as now, when I see that you just hard shove the wave, your jungle's resetting, your bot's resetting. This is a perfect time to reset, right? If you're going to make a roam play here, let's say hypothetically, top lane is over here. She's like 1 HP, you're 1 HP. Yeah, it could work. You don't necessarily have to reset here. You can go top and maybe get a kill. Sure, that's fine. But here, no.
no, I totally see it. That's
Yeah. So, alright. When looking for roams, ask yourself, will it work, right?
yeah.
This one's super obvious.
Fair.
Absolutely not.
Fair.
There's nothing here.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, so that is technically your reset timer gone. So now you just want to do the same thing. You want to either hard shove and look for a reset, or you want to, once again, because the wave was here, it would come back to you. You can do the same thing that I've been saying, right? But you chose to queue it, so the wave isn't going to do that anymore. The biggest thing right now is I just feel as if you're lost. You don't really know what to do in this matchup, or in this laning phase, for example, right? Always have like some sort of game plan. Do you want to play for a roam? Do you want to play for a gank? Do you want to play for a kill? Do you want to play for a reset? Make up your mind. Right now, you're literally in between both.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I'm backing now. Yeah.
Were you cognitively thinking to back here? Yes or no?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably
That's
not.
fine,
Probably
right?
not. It might be I looked at my mana after I eat, maybe.
Okay. So you should know to back. I mean, you should know to back literally from the moment that he backed, technically. But even now, you should be able to know, basically, whenever a wave meets, you want to know exactly what you're going to do to the wave. That's a part of wave management, right? The moment the wave meets, you want to ask yourself, do I want to back here? If yes, right? If yes, you are hard shoving that wave. You do not care about him hitting you. You do not care about anything else. You're literally just spam killing it. Why? Because that saves timer, right?
Yeah.
If we see here, because you did reset, look, why aren't you hitting it, right?
Yeah.
Who cares if he hits that? You're full HP.
Yeah. I think it was because I was afraid of the Zerat Q.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. You're full HP. Congrats, you hit it. Like, no one cares, right? So, yep, you're still not hitting it. So this is like 3 seconds wasted. 4 seconds wasted. Now this is the biggest thing. This tells me 100% you didn't know whether one you wanted to back. And you wanted to back only because you had low mana, which is, terrible here. Because in no universe, when you're playing this wave that you want to reset on, that you're looking to even engage or hit him or harass him at all. So you wasted approximately, I would give or take 8 seconds here. Do you know how long it takes to reset?
So like from base to turret, or
it's
lane,
7 seconds.
lane?
Yes, you're right. And then you even wasted a couple more seconds just walking here and then walking here. I'm being nitpicky, but I promise you.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, like if this happens every single reset timer, you're losing about like 2 minutes of gameplay, right?
True.
So that's why it's very important. So be able to realize what you want to do with the wave and be able to realize how you want to play the wave, right? Because look at what happens. Not only do you lose time, but you actually lose gold and XP, which is literally the fundamental elite. Look at this. if you were here 8 seconds earlier, how many minions would you not miss? Let's see. You miss 1. You miss 2.
3.
You miss 2 worth of gold, and I mean, you got 1 of XP, but like still, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if you were here 8 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
Right? You wouldn't. It's not even. I think you would still like 1 would probably still die. But the biggest thing about you being here 8 seconds earlier is that you're actually able to last hit these. You'd get 50, 60 gold, right?
Yep.
Whatever how many gold you would get there. So, and that will add up every single time. So, cool.
True.
Now you play for Shove and Roam. This is fun. Once again, ask yourself, can it work? I think this time it probably can. Okay, that's fine. Careful. I believe you have flash, right? Oh, wow. Wow, you actually... Ooh, close.
Yeah, it was a Zerath ult.
Okay.
But like that's what I feel like is the hard thing with Akshan. You like they get up in your face, you're like kind of fucked.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why he got into your face. It's because of this.
Yeah.
Why did he get into your face? What was the reason?
Well, he ulted. That's one thing at least. But I had no
like
vision. I had no vision. So.
And there's like a bigger one that happened right now. Do you see it?
No, not really.
It's happening right now.
The E?
Yes.
Like...
Why are you Eing here?
Because going faster back to lane, I guess.
I mean,
so
I mean,
that's
yes
the best explanation I can give actually.
So this is all fine.
Yeah.
You're going to save about like 2 seconds getting back to lane, but you're using literally half of your mobility, right?
Yeah.
Like this 2 seconds isn't worth. So like when considering timers and shaving down time, that 2 seconds isn't worth. Because imagine if you had your E here. You could actually, the moment you see him, you just E away, he ulties onto you, and he's just dead because he follows you to tower.
Yep.
Because your E is such an important ability, the only time you E for mobility is if you know for a fact you're not going to die. You don't know where Nocturne is, right?
Yeah.
And so you had to burn your flash, and that's just terrible. Okay. This is all fine. You can E out to actually get your last hit off and then be in range of damage. Does that make sense? Because the moment he throws his E and misses it, he has no more mobility, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if you're worried about the tower range, you literally just right click here, right?
Yeah,
your character will be here.
Yeah.
The last hit will hit, and you're also in range to keep harassing.
Yeah.
You don't
And
have
I
to
can
like
maybe
fully swing around, right?
Yeah, and I get some autos as well,
Yeah.
I guess.
You'd be actually like much lower HP.
Hmm.
Okay. You cue the wave, that's signifying to me that you're trying to hard shove and
Yep.
look for a roam.
I think I wanted the plating there.
Yep. I mean, this is fine. Akshan's behind you. Goody. Oh.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
Okay. So just finish your E here, right?
Yeah.
You should never be dead here. And so going back to literally the OP.GA review as to why you have so many deaths, these are 2 deaths that are just you being very careless, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to stop that. I don't know if you would still live here, though, to be honest, because he does have ulti, but at least you would play... Where's your fiddle? Oh, your fiddle's here. Like, at least your fiddle could maybe come and stuff like that. And do ping for assistance as well, while you're getting chased down.
Okay.
Wait, what the fuck? Where did fiddle go? Oh, this is an effigy. I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah, then. I mean, you were dead here either way. Most likely.
Yeah.
Just finishing your E, like if you finish your E and then instantly W, you probably couldn't see you, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I can tell that.
Yeah. Yep. You go berserkers? Do you go berserkers every game or?
Yeah, usually basically every game. Yeah.
Okay. What I will say is I don't think berserkers is the best. I think defensive is majority of the time better.
Which boots do you said?
Just defensive. Like depends on every single game, right?
Yeah.
In this game, Merc Treads is pretty good here.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Akshan is like a skirmishing champ that needs to go like actually in to actually do his damage. So that's why defensive is just better. Nice. Nice. Okay. I mean, not the worst. You could have played that a lot better though.
Yeah.
For example, this was all good. I would personally hop off there for the Nocturne kill.
Okay.
That way you don't get tower range, so let me show you. Yeah, this was good. And then I would auto, E. Hop out here, and then just continue killing him, and if you have Q, he's dead, right?
Yeah.
Because the reason why you die here is actually tower.
Yep.
And even with how you played it, you actually could have killed Twitch if you just eat, right? Your E's are reset, so...
Yeah. Well, I thought about that when I saw it now.
You would just E... Let me show you. This was good. You kill, and then you just, like, throw your E here. You're always gonna kill him. Don't throw your Q there. But other than that, it was played well. For the most part. I mean, you're getting kills. That's all that matters. You're cracking. Get in the habit of standing away from your minion tower, or minion line, when you're playing into control mages, like Victor, Vel'Koz, Orianna, like all of those champs. Especially Xerath, right? His Q...
goes in a straight line in the wave, yeah.
If you're standing somewhere here or here, it doesn't matter where you're standing, but this goes with every single matchup in terms of control mages based on their champion. If they have a skill shot that goes like this, you want to make them decide, do they want to hit you or do they want to hit the wave, right?
Okay, yeah.
You standing in here? Oh, great. I hit both. Okay. In the mid game, for Akshan, generally speaking, like 99% of the time, you kind of just want to look to hard shove and roam every single time.
Yeah.
Let me write that down for you.
Thanks.
So like 10 plus minutes, generally speaking, I don't know if you've ever like watched Mypo gameplay or anything. You just want to shove and roam.
Okay, yeah.
Because the net return of you killing your laner, like great, that's congrats, you killed your laner, but generally speaking, you get so much more off of, getting bot or top ahead because Akshan isn't a 1v9 champ in the sense that he gets cucked late game in team fights. But
Yeah, no, I noticed that's really hard.
yeah, if you get your teammates ahead, or more importantly, what you're actually doing is getting your enemy team behind, which is very important, it's more net value.
Okay, yeah.
So once you reach this point where it's like no longer laning phase, you one-shot the wave, and so there's no reason not to just Q one-shot the wave, right? Because the biggest thing about this is you're staying in lane too long and you're not moving around the map. And like even this, like this is all fine. Okay. But you're not like impacting other map. So.
Oh.
So you actually gave Xerath shove here, right? Mid lane is about who gets shoved first and who can move to the fights first. You gave him shove here. So I don't know what you were trying to do here, just hugging the wall. You could have technically killed him if you played it well. But you gotta like decide to do something, right? I think that's like your biggest issue. You're not like making up your mind what you want to do, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, totally fair.
yeah. So now he has first move. He can ulti. You can't join because you're in the wave, right?
Mm.
Good. Just hard shove this and look for a roam. What the? Yep. I mean, that's fine. Okay, I really want you to get in the habit of just shopping and roaming, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never used this shit.
I think my plan with that just hiding in the bush was waiting for Sarah to go around, and I could E like around the stone.
But it's just really conditional. Like you just want to go for guaranteed plays, and that is shoving and going for roams and just impacting the map. Because in this elo, there's zero counterplay to it. They will not respect the roam at all. So you can literally just 1v9 every single game if you do this. And yeah, you're playing lane way too much, and you're wasting a lot of time just like standing still, waiting for Xerath to make a mistake. Like he will make a mistake in the sense of him just being a bad player, but you don't have to like make a play based on whether or not he makes like an egregious mistake, like walk over while you're sitting here or something, right?
Yeah.
Go for guaranteed plays, and that is always wave first and two, then a play. Yep. Here you should reset.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yep. Shove and then roll. If there's no plays, you literally walk here, you wait for the next wave, you Q, and then keep shoving. Like, hard shove. Yep, like this. You can auto them. You don't have to fully wait for them to walk back.
Yeah.
Because this is honestly why Akshan's like broken, especially in low elo. You can do that on repeat. They cannot interact, and then you can literally just go wherever you want. You can go top wave, keep shoving, you can, you know, hit towers, you can join every single fight first. Super OP. There's no fight here, just shove and run. Yep. Okay.
I feel like I like waste a lot of time just wandering around,
Yeah.
not sure what I should do.
Yep. Nice, good E. Should be able to kill them as well. That's fine. Nice. I think you play team fights really well. Your auction mechanics look pretty good, for the most part.
Yeah.
So that is obviously really good. I think once your biggest mistake as a player, judging how this game's going, is just decision making. So be able to like realize that, and next time when you're playing a game, just keep asking yourself, what do I want to do here? That is it. Super simple. Like for example here, like you're still wandering. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
You should be outside. There's going to be a lot of times, especially in lower elos, that side lanes are not going to be contested, and then you as a player can simply just go and swoop that up, right? Because you're going to keep bleeding here. I think we could have...
Yeah.
yeah, I don't
Remember
think we
this,
run there.
I think they actually lost the fight because I was trying to go back,
Yeah,
but
you can't go back to CD.
yeah.
Okay, you can maybe kill him.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, maybe. Not the worst. Okay, I'm not gonna like go over too much here. I think you just stick with the fight here. Your teammates are already fighting. There's no reason to leave, especially that early. But yeah, this fight could have easily been won. I assume they get Baron afterwards. Obviously, you know where you fucked up on the Nocturne kill.
Yep.
They do end up getting Baron, I believe. Oh, they don't. That's not bad.
But I also feel like when I shutdowns in this game, like I just gave 700 gold, wasn't it? Or something.
To the enemy, yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not like completely aware of that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, no, like that play was definitely bad. Even if they didn't get Baron, but
Yeah.
okay, that works. Nice, and you guys should be able to get Baron here.
Yep. Does that Baron? I tried it, but the Baron E glitch. Yeah.
It
Does it still work?
does work, but it's only 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. Because the times I got it, it's only lasted a few seconds.
Yep. They fixed it, unfortunately.
Fuck.
That's fine.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
What happened here?
I think they kind of baited me, I guess. I saw a Twitch, which was level 11, and I'm 14. But I think it's just my ego going for it, actually.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
The biggest thing that happened here is you
Ah.
not playing with your camo and you not playing with a good E. So when you're playing in mid to late game fights, you never really want to E in first unless you know like a lot of information, right?
Yeah.
If you know where all of them are and they can't get to you, then sure, you can E onto a squishy. But in any stage like around this minute, you should always be playing in camo first and foremost. So you should have been camoed already, right? That way, if you walk up, and then you should be playing for Q autos and then decide whether or not you E. You
Okay,
never lead
yeah.
with E. Because the reason being is, well, you can see it.
Surprise, I die.
Yep. Because now you're no mobility and you're just dead.
Yeah.
Right. So,
That was actually a sad moment.
yes. Enter the fight in W. Okay.
And they
'Cause
get shut
obviously
down
this
as
is
well.
bad. Yep.
Yeah, and they get shut down.
They get shut down, they get Drake. Because right
Yep.
now, your team is set to win every single fight. This is actually your soul fight, so that is terrible for your team. You
So I
died there.
so I low-key into there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they end up getting soul stolen from you.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you got the idea, right? Like, of what I was saying. You got the idea
Yeah.
right here. Technically speaking, W earlier, there's no reason not to W. Just in general, I would always W, like, the moment I E, I would low-key just W here. It doesn't really matter, but just W earlier. And then you got the idea right here where you just don't E in, right? You engage with autos and Qs, and then you E. You use your E according to how they play. So yeah, that was good. Because hypothetically speaking, let's say you did the same thing you did at Twitch. You E in here, and now you're just a sitting duck, right? And then maybe if she's fed, she just kills you. Not having your E to play around is very, very bad.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, this is good. Get a tower, really good.
Has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Yep. Nice. Okay, so you do know how to do it. You just kind of fucked up on Twitch then.
Yeah.
Seems like you're doing it for most of the fight. Yep, really good. I mean, there is a world where you probably kill Twitch. Let me see.
I saw him, I guess, but I don't know what the fuck. I was in his... I don't know, actually.
I mean, I would just ulti him first because your ulti grits vision.
Yeah, true.
So, literally right here, just press R instantly. I don't know if you would have killed him because... Actually, yeah, you probably would. You have E. But it's fine. You get 2 kills. Really good. Then you move top. Can maybe get a kill. Oh. What happened here? Yep. Nice. That's the finding. Cool.
It was right of me to Q that, right? In
Yeah.
case she was backing.
Red team double.
I think you could still play this. You don't really have to reset this early.
I was like just afraid of my health bar.
Yeah, you
That
seem
moment.
to play a little too scared in team fights.
Yeah.
Like, right now, I wouldn't even be ulting. I would literally be Wing and finding another angle to engage the fight. There's no reason to walk all the way this back up. I would literally...
But- But like, okay, Akshan's auto is strong, right? But CC is like really overpowered as well. But just hear me out. If I say jungle is the worst place for Akshan to be,
yeah, I mean...
am I right or wrong?
Jungle isn't the greatest. It's situational. Like, if you're bad
Yeah.
with your swings, then yes, jungle's terrible because you will not get
Yeah.
much swing angles. But if you're good at your swings, then jungle's fine, right? Like, there's good swing angles. Let's say hypothetically you walk all the way here, you sit here. Oops. So I mean, it just kind of depends on your Akshan mastery. For example, you can cheat a lot of space in the jungle, which is really cool, right? If you're standing like right here and then you swing here, you might think that you'd hit the wall, but you actually wouldn't, and you would just cheat all the way through, right? There's like,
Oh, well,
I
actually,
still do want to show you, so try to remind me, but
yeah, no problem.
'cause it's super, like, Akshan in the jungle is actually pretty fucking OP if you know how to play it, but the main thing here is you're just playing too safe.
Yeah, I can.
There's no reason to not be walking further up here. This R was terrible, right? You could easily just W here. Xerath can't find you. You find a mark here, and then you could do this swing, right?
Yeah.
So. And same goes to literally what happened earlier, where you took the gate. I think your team fighting in general is really good, but your decision making within the team fighting is needs working on.
Mhm.
Deciding whether or not to leave, whether it's winnable, stuff like that. Because the moment you leave, like, your team's just kind of screwed.
Yeah.
This is universal for a lot of games. Yep, Dragon and 40. Twitch eyes here, probably. Yep. Yep, really good. Yeah, so you do know how to do that. But
Yeah.
I probably don't need to write.
It was maybe kind of bad of me blindly swinging into that. I don't know. Could have been like I was a little bit split from the team there. I don't know, but
Yeah. You could probably kill Xerath here.
yeah, that was actually so sad. Yeah, it's Sonya's up.
This is where you would, like, actually E, though.
Yeah,
Right. The moment you have him marked, just E instantly. Right. That way, even if he flashes, Nocturne doesn't have, like, an E... Like, you would probably die here, don't get me wrong. But the intention would be right. Where you E, if he does somehow live, and Zonius and whatever, you're directly on Twitch and you can probably kill Twitch instantly. But
Yeah.
the reason why you got cock blocked here was because you held your E too long.
yeah, by the Nocturne.
And also, just in general, like, you already see him here. Don't tunnel, right? What is the reasoning for walking in this deep? There's no reason.
Wait, didn't I see Gwen? Because I think that was my first intention. If not, I'm not complete. Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't even fish for Gwen here, though, right? Because she has her
Alright, okay.
W. she's much harder to kill. I would literally be fishing for their squishies
Yeah.
in this instance. So I would probably still be hugging this wall, and Xerath would walk in, and you just kill him instantly.
Yeah, because I think my first intention was Gwen, but then I saw Sarah, yeah.
Yeah. Because you got a very awkward angle. You could still have a good E here to kill him and stuff, but it's a lot more awkward. And you got blocked. He's on yes. And another bad death.
I feel like I basically just give the shutdown gold. So,
Yeah, I mean-
so
100%. And that's the thing with body viewing, right? Like, you don't need me to tell you that your deaths are atrocious.
yeah.
That's why you can easily, like after we're done here, you can easily just go into any of your other VODs and just quickly look at your deaths, right? If you have like a replay capture, if your computer can like utilize a replay capture, I would recommend Insights because it'll literally tell you when you die. It'll take 2 seconds every single game. After every single game, you just look over your deaths. Why did I die here? And then eventually you do it so much enough to where you're like, okay, I'll stop being a griefer. You know?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your deaths this game, like there was 3 that were major, they would be solo losing and higher elo. Literally just game lost instantly.
Oh, it would?
Yeah. Like this one, as early as the one where you TP'd out, this would have been game losing in higher elos.
Oh, damn.
So in gold elo, right? Yeah, like it's a lot more forgiving. But think about it like that. That way you don't actually like commit the crimes, right? This is fine. I mean, technically, I don't think we play this here.
I know, they got me for fresh. It's that kind of bad, right?
Yeah. And this is like another play that you would review. Why did I die? Oh, I shouldn't be here, right? Your top can't join the fight. Your jungle isn't in the fight. Your Kai'Sa's far. Why are you fighting here, right?
Yeah.
So it's
I think I just like look too much for the single kills when I think it's safe, but it's like for people waiting for me basically.
Yeah, the only time you go for single kills, and this is what makes like a difference between a good Akshan player and a bad one, it's realizing League is, like I said, an information game, so utilize the information you have. For example, I can easily probably go here, and I can tell you probably didn't have much information about anything going on. Let's see.
No, or yeah.
Oh, you actually did have the information to not go for this play. Does that make sense? You literally saw Twitch and saw Nocturne here, right? So let me show you one more time. And this is what you can easily, like, this is what you can do during your replays and shit, right? So great, you got that, cool. The vision plant gave you all the information you needed. So you see Twitch topside, you see Nocturne topside, you see Gwen topside, you see Xerath topside. And then you see Thresh topside. So you already know all 5 is around here somewhere, right? Yeah, so...
yeah, that's no excuse for that, actually.
Yeah. It's just basic positioning understanding. You cannot go for that play, ever. When can you go for this play? Let's say hypothetically you saw 4 here, and then you saw 1 here. Sure, go for it. Right? That's a free kill. But this one, you know all 5 of them are topside. You cannot go for this at all. So once again, like another play like this could easily throw high elo. Because if they're good, they threaten Baron, they win that fight, they just win the game. Game's lost.
Thank God I'm not in high elo yet, I guess.
One day you will be, don't worry.
I hope so too.
You gotta be prepared for that.
We gotta just fix these major mistakes first.
Your team's actually crazy, they're winning without you. Wow, okay.
So we take Baron, I guess?
Yep. Okay, your build, you have no mythic, sir. Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Don't get me wrong. Do you know? You normally don't build mythics, or
uh, like no, I don't know.
okay?
I
So
I I got to, I think it might be late to tell you this, but like I only have a few tens of hours in this game. I basically just play off mechanics.
mhm,
Uh,
yeah.
so like the game fundamentals are like blown away.
I mean that's fine.
They don't exist.
That's fine. What I will say is mythics are getting removed, so you're gonna be very happy soon.
Okay.
But if you are gonna play more games until they are removed, you do want to build it because look at the mythic passive, right?
Yeah, the
You-
Orn upgrade.
Yeah, I mean that too. Just situationally, you
Mm.
won't have Ornn every single game, but the mythic passive is actually broken.
Mm.
So you not building it for the mythic passive, I forgot what Guinsoo's mythic passive is. I think it's penetration. So unironically, Guinsoo's are probably out damage LBR because it gives you penetration every single item, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, and mythics are just absolutely broken. So you're losing out on technical power, not building any mythics. I think your first 3 items were fine this game. Me personally, I would go Kraken, Guinsoo's, Kraken, Borg, Guinsoo's into Wits. But your first 3 is fine this game as well, and then you just go straight into Guinsoo's. Worth that.
Gwenzus?
Yeah, Guinsoo's Rageblade.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're good. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that guy died. Wow.
Yeah, really hard combo.
Really hard combo. Pretty sure game's just won from here. Okay. Oh wow, he killed her.
Ace. Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, we go for Elder, I guess.
That's fine, I guess. I'm pretty sure you guys can end, but it's chill. I mean, Twitch should be dead here. Yep. Yeah, this should be the end, I believe.
Yeah, I
You
think
guys
this-
don't end here. Nice. Cool. Alright, I do want to show you jungle
Yeah,
spots though. And it's not even showing like jungle spot. I want to show you more treading your E range because it's super misleading, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And then to wrap this up, so mid-game team fighting. Decision making. And honestly, that's like your biggest issue.
Yeah, I think so too.
Which I'll
Like,
just have- always. So yeah, like for example, your deaths, right? Your deaths are super telegraphed. Your deaths are literally, at least for that game, were all because you didn't play with your you didn't play with an understanding of like
30
how the
seconds
game
until minions
should go,
spawn.
if that makes sense.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's go here. Okay, so what do I mean by treading the line? I mean that you can literally, and I'm gonna fuck this up a couple times just to demonstrate, but I want to like fully show you. You can literally, you see that? I'm literally
Oh, yeah,
going through the
yeah,
rocks.
It's like glitching, yeah, basically.
Yeah, I glitched the spot, and you can do this on so many jungle spots. I can actually technically glitch that as well. Oops.
Minions have spawned.
You see that?
Oh,
Complete
okay,
glitch.
yeah.
So like you would think I would hit it here, but I actually like can walk all the way through here. Right?
Okay, that's
So that is why jungle is super fucking broken. I could do it here as well. And so, like I said earlier, like, there's no real good spots for here. I mean, you can do here and tread here, kind of, but once you understand some spots, like treading all the way through here, jungle's pretty fucking
whoa.
OP, right? So, if you're ever in a fight, you can do that. Like, last game, there was like a fight here. You could easily W over, go camo all the way here, and then there's like a couple of spots you could do. For example, if Xerath's here, you can do this one, right? Tread over this large thing. You wouldn't think you'd be able to, but you can. Completely, right? You would think you would just hit it, but you don't. You literally go straight through it, and you get so much mobility, you could kill Thresh and kill Xerath there, right? So, I mean, if you're not good at this one, or not good at this concept, just definitely practice it. Just go to practice tool every, like, before you play a league game, you go to practice tool, you just, the command is Shift S to teleport around. And this is like a mini game I used to make. Low-key, I should probably make a video about it. Just practice traversing around the entire map, right? Go auto refresh cooldown and literally try to get all perfect swings.
Okay.
So like this, and then go all the way until you're at the enemy. And keep doing this a couple times, and you'll get like really good, right? So I can tread through there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I could tread through just a bunch of things, right? Stuff like that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Cool.
That's not a bad idea.
Yep. I think this is Ed's.
Yeah, I got a lot of answers for my questions,
Awesome.
I feel like.
Do you have any other questions as well?
Not for now. I think I gotta like process this at
Yeah,
least.
for sure. And you have it recorded, and I'm also gonna post it to YouTube. So
Yeah. So I think this is a good start.
awesome, cool.
For me.
And what I do recommend, I don't know if you've ever watched my streams, but I do play Akshan on stream, and then you can literally just look at my games and see how I'm actually like doing some of these, right? How I'm doing wave management. Because this one, like, I can write it down. Like, the chance of you actually implementing is very small. So watching someone else actually play and do it every single game, it's really good for you. Because I'll do it every single game, right? I will not fuck up wave management, stuff like that. So, anywho's, if you don't have any other questions, I think we're good here. I appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time.
Of course.
I gotten a lot of more time than I actually thought I would get.
Thank you. Awesome.
Happy
to hear
really
that.
worth it. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll catch you around, man.
Yeah, thank you, boss. See ya.
Got you. Well, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. What was my score there? Was my score there the entire video? Well, is what it is. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one.